People think IQ is a score, a fixed number that decides how smart you are. But psychology shows something deeper. Intelligence is not just about how much you know. It's about how you think, how you process information, how you understand the world. Cognitive psychology suggests that intelligence develops in layers. Each level represents a different way of thinking, not just a higher score. And most people don't move beyond the early levels. Here are the 7 levels of IQ, explained through how your thinking evolves. Level 1, Reactive Thinking. At this level, thinking is automatic. People react instead of reflect. Decisions are driven by emotions, habits, or immediate impulses. There's very little questioning, very little analysis. Psychology links this to low cognitive control, where the brain prioritizes speed over accuracy. The person is not really thinking deeply. They are simply responding to what's happening. Level 2, Basic Awareness. Here, the person starts noticing things. They become aware of patterns, behaviors, and simple cause and effect. But their understanding remains surface level. They can recognize what is happening, but not fully explain why. This level marks the beginning of conscious thinking, but it lacks depth. Level 3, Logical Thinking. At this stage, reasoning begins. People start using logic to solve problems. They can connect ideas, follow arguments, and make structured decisions. This is where traditional education operates. Most people reach this level, but many never go beyond it, because logic alone is not enough for deeper intelligence. Level 4, Critical Thinking. Now the brain starts questioning everything. Information is no longer accepted easily. People analyze sources, challenge assumptions, and look for patterns behind the patterns. In reasoning, psychology considers this a major shift because thinking becomes independent. Instead of repeating ideas, the person evaluates them. This level requires effort, which is why many avoid it. Level 5, Metacognitive Thinking. At this level, the brain turns inward. You don't just think, you observe your own thinking. You notice biases, you catch errors, you understand how your mind works. This is called metacognition, and it's a strong indicator of higher intelligence because now the brain can improve itself. Level 6, Abstract and Systems Thinking. Here, thinking becomes more complex. You start seeing connections between unrelated ideas. You understand systems instead of isolated events. You think in patterns, models, and frameworks. This is the level where creativity and innovation grow because the brain is no longer limited to direct information. It starts building new ways of understanding reality. Level 7, Strategic and Adaptive Thinking. This is the highest level. Thinking becomes flexible, long-term, and highly controlled. You can adapt your thinking based on the situation. You plan ahead. You understand consequences deeply, and you can shift perspectives when needed. Psychology links this level to advanced cognitive control and high mental adaptability. At this stage, intelligence is not just about thinking, it's about using thinking effectively in real life. Most people don't lack intelligence, they are just stuck at certain levels because moving higher requires effort, discomfort, and constant mental challenge. Your brain naturally wants to stay at easier levels where thinking is fast and automatic. But growth only happens when you push beyond that. You don't need to ask what your IQ score is. The better question is this: at what level are you thinking right now? Because intelligence isn't just about how smart you are, it's about how deeply you think.